Welcome back to No Filter Auto. Today, we are dissecting a phantom. A car that exists in the blurry space between a race car's fury and an art gallery's silence. It is not a machine born from focus groups, but from a single, furious burst of genius in the wake of betrayal. This is the Bizzarrini Manta. The one-off that became a blueprint. Let's set the scene. The year is 1968. Turin, Italy. Giorgetto Bizzarrini, the brilliant, temperamental engineer behind the Ferrari 250 GTO and the ferocious Grifo, has just been ousted from the company he helped found. He is angry. He is free. And on the floor of his workshop sits the bare chassis and V8 heart of a car that was meant to be a Le Mans terror, the Bizzarrini P538. But instead of building another racer, he does something radical. He hands this mechanical beast over to a young, visionary designer named Giorgetto Giugiaro, then at the peak of his powers at Ital Design. The brief? Creates something never seen before. The result is the Manta. Not a car. A manifesto in fiberglass. The immediate, breathtaking hook is its architectural shock. It is almost impossibly low, and wide, and flat. The canopy is a single, sweeping curve of dark glass that runs from the sharply cut nose all the way to the abrupt, vertical rear end, where it meets a bank of triple taillights. But the true revolution is inside. You enter through gargantuan, upward swinging canopy doors. And then you see it, a central driving position. The driver sits alone, exactly on the car's centerline, flanked by two slightly recessed passenger seats. It is a three-abreast configuration for a starship. For the pilot, this offers an unparalleled, symmetrical, and perfectly focused command. Every input is direct, every sightline balanced. It is the ultimate expression of the driver as the singular, central nervous system of the machine. But here's the no-filter truth pulsing beneath that spaceship skin. This was no fragile show car. At its core beat the heart of a warrior, a 5.3-liter Chevrolet Corvette V8, mounted amidships for perfect balance, producing well over 400 horsepower. The chassis was a lightweight tube frame designed to endure the torture of Le Mans. The Manta was a wolf in avant-garde clothing. It promised not just to look like the future, but to outrun it. That juxtaposition, brutal American power dressed in Italian intellectualism, was its raw, intoxicating appeal. Now, the unfiltered reality of its existence. As a driving instrument, it was intense. The greenhouse, while dramatic, created a steep, panoramic windshield that acted like a magnifying glass for the sun. The central driving position, while philosophically pure, meant the driver shared their intimate space with two passengers in a way that was either brilliantly social or claustrophobically intimate. And its radical, wedge-shaped body, while aerodynamically sound in theory, created its own unique wind management challenges. It was, like all great prototypes, a collection of brilliant, uncompromised ideas that had not been sanded down for daily life. Let's make the no-filter comparison. In 1968, what was its peer? The Lamborghini Miura was a flowing, organic masterpiece. The Ferrari Daytona was a grand, front-engine GT. The Manta was neither. It was a conceptual bomb thrown into the middle of the supercar conversation. It wasn't competing on lap times or top speed, though it would have been formidable. It was competing on ideology. It said the supercar's form should be a direct, brutalist diagram of its engineering, mid-engine, central driver, pure wedge. It made everything else look nostalgic. The legacy of the Bizzarrini Manta is immense. You are looking at it every time you see a modern hypercar. It is the direct, undeniable ancestor of the McLaren F1 central driving position. Its stark, geometric wedge form influenced decades of design, from the Countach to the Jaguar XJ220. It was the first to so literally place the driver in the center of the universe they controlled. It was a one-off that became a textbook. The Bizzarrini Manta stands as a monument to a perfect, fleeting collaboration between a furious engineer and a visionary designer. It is the car that asked what if? With such conviction that the entire industry spent the next 50 years trying to answer. If this kind of foundational, genre-creating automotive art is your passion, make sure you're subscribed to No Filter Auto. Debate it in the comments. Is the Manta the most influential concept car ever built, or just the coolest three-seater time capsule?